What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison Putnam, and today we are talking about the news that 343 Industries has dropped about Halo Infinite, the winter update, and the upcoming season 3. We finally got some details on. I'm gonna get the bad news out of the way first, because it feels like every single update that 3.4 gives us, there's always a caveat. There's always a but or something that's pretty negative. And in this case, it's not the hugest deal in the world. They have decided to cut the local co-op from the Halo Infinite campaign. They talked about it in the past specifically with Halo 5 because that didn't have local co-op. Um, that it's just not a feature that is used majority of the community. I imagine if majority of people use it that played Halo had it or used it, they would keep the feature. But I guess just in the ever expanding different kind of TVs out there, I don't know what the case is. I'm not a developer, so I don't know. But they have decided to cut it. And again, it sucks because I did want to play it local co-op, but it's not the biggest deal, the deal breaker in the world for to move on with Halo Infinite. So hopefully this will be the last caveat of updates we get, and we can finally just jump back into the game because at its core, Halo Infinite is the best playing Halo game out there. I genuinely thought the campaign was fantastic. The open world aspect of the game was amazing. The grapple hook was the best grapple hook I've ever played in a video game. It was just incredible. Um, and I have thoroughly enjoyed my time with Halo Infinite, specifically multiplayer. Yes, it has felt very light with content, and that's that's a fact. They have well, we've only gotten a couple of maps since this launched. Back in 2021. So yeah, that definitely sucks. The seasons have been entirely too long, just way too long of seasons. Generally, most seasons of a game are 4 weeks to 7 weeks, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. So yeah, their seasons have been just too long. Um, and again, it took 343 7 years to build Halo Infinite, and the launch was a mess. It was buggy. They had that big team battle incident happen in December of 2021 or last year that kind of delayed their plans for updating the game, which sucks. But you got to think at some point. I know Xbox's kind of mentality. They like their studios to kind of do their own thing. At some point, maybe for their biggest franchise, they need to step in more in the future to kind of hone down like what's going on with this developer and why are there so many issues. But that being said, negativity out of the way, I do want to talk about the um, the battle pass here, and kind of the plans going forward. So November 8th is when the winter update is expected to happen, assuming there's no delays. We will get Forge. We will be getting um, online co-op, which is awesome. They're gonna add new achievements and stuff like that to the game. I guess they're updating their 30 tier free battle pass, and making adjustments to the 100 level premium battle pass. We get two new maps, Detachment and Argyle, that are made with Forge, so it kind of shows off their power, which is really really cool. Um, and I think they're kind of doing their adjusting some XP and stuff like that to make you get through the battle pass a little bit quicker, which I never had a huge problem with getting through the battle pass. I mean, I played the first season a lot, and I got to that battle pass really quickly actually. They've got a covert one flag new game mode, which is really cool because one side gets a specific weapon types, as well as infinite invisibility, and then the other side that's defending gets swords, and they also get like the unlimited tracker use, which is really cool. So it's kind of like a uh, spies for cops versus spies kind of thing, or however you want to phrase that. So that's super cool. Um, and then the season 3 they showed off a little bit of and I'm happy to say that the season is from March until June, so super short season, getting on the right track with their release of the seasons. We get a new weapon, the M392 Bandit, which what the developer was saying in the video, that it's a lot like the DMR from Halo Reach minus the scope, because they wanted to focus on short range battles versus kind of long range. There are 2 new maps coming. They didn't show off the they weren't showing the names of the maps, but they're going to be like a big team battle map and like a capture the flag map. So that's really cool. And then a new equipment that we're getting in season 3 is the shroud screen, which is kind of like a smoke screen, but it's like a high-tech smoke screen. So players inside of the smoke screen or the shroud screen cannot see out. Players on the outside cannot see in. And from my understanding is whenever the player inside the shroud screen, when they're shooting, because they can still get shot with grenades and bullets and stuff, but they don't show up on the radar, so you can kind of do a quick maneuver and kind of get the flank on somebody if that's possible. And they briefly showed off like the new Armor Core for season 3. So yeah, it looks like we've got a lot of cool things to come in Halo Infinite. Should Halo Infinite have been delayed out of 2021? Probably. Maybe they should have dropped. Maybe they really should have they should drop the campaign and then they waited for the multiplayer. I don't know. Maybe they should have just held everything together. Because everything since launch and now hasn't been super great, hasn't been super well regarded. No, that's not saying that this game can't be one of the best multiplayer games ever, because there's all these stories. You have No Man's Sky. Sorry, yeah, No Man's Sky like started out super rough, and now it's gotten to a point where people love it. So I mean, there is a possibility for this game to turn around the hearts and minds of gamers and bring people back in, because at its core, it's an amazing game. They've got the network down. It runs great, plays great. So there's an amazing game here. They just really need to focus on getting content out. And it looks like from this winter update and the start of season 3 in March of next year, we're going to finally get to that point with Halo Infinite, because it is truly a great game. And I would love to see in the future more campaign stuff. I want to see like some DLC or some sort of expansion. But yeah, that is my thoughts on Halo Infinite. Again, I've continued to play. I have not completely dropped off of it yet, but I have my attention has been going to other multiplayer games, specifically Fortnite. I think Fortnite does a great job with their skins and their battle pass, and kind of giving you every game you're getting XP for something, whether it's just running through the map. Like, there's always numbers going up, and I think if Halo can get to that point, it'll be in a good spot. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for the future of Halo Infinite, or have you just kind of written it off altogether? But if you guys are this far in the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you can, and I will see you guys in the next video.